Should tell them God was black. I wonder what they say. Wonder what they would say, I should say. Guys, Happy New Year to all. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Chewbacca, whatever holiday you celebrate. Hope it was fun and exciting with your family, your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever you subscribe to. I figured I'd just go running around videotaping stuff. I guess I could show you Myrtle Beach in South Carolina and some spots I found through the power of the internet, especially Google Maps and stuff like that. Just, I guess, just to film things, give me something to do, and maybe show you where I usually walk and stuff like that to get my exercise and stuff like that, because I tend to lose a lot of weight down here since it's so nice and sunny and warm than it is back north up in Connecticut. So I tend to lose quite a bit of weight down here because I walk every day. But let's say 4 days ago I found a spot to take some nice pictures, so that's where I'm going right now. And it's at dead end and stuff like that. There's a house at the end. Hopefully I won't get yelled at or be turned away. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going down here, going on, I should say, as in construction. There's always construction going around. A lot of grass cutting companies too. But I love it down here. Fuel is so much cheaper, living so much cheaper, the weather's so much better. So that's pretty much it. 31 is what I was taking to do my poles and my tunes with when I used to have my Mazda Speed 3. I used to use this road because it leads you straight into North Myrtle Beach, so it's just flat ground and it's good to do poles with and do logs and whatnot. And I used to go through a guy in New Jersey called Purple Drank. No, actually not New Jersey, I apologize. Purple Drank, which is in Virginia. So I used to do that. Unfortunately, since I got rid of my Speed, he doesn't do anything with the Mitsubishi platform. So I'll leave Purple Drink in the description anyway, just to give him, you know, a shout out and whatnot. But this on-ramp was not here. It was finally built and completed. I think my father said like towards the end of November or sometime in October this year. They've been working on this since for like 2 years now, and which is great because this leads right into North Myrtle Beach. Like I said earlier, right to the like shops and whatnot. It's such a quick way to get to North Myrtle Beach from where my parents are in Murrells Inlet. So it's awesome. It's just a flat, straight road that you can haul ass up and down. I barely ever see any cops on Route 31, which is nice. So it's definitely a great highway to do some logs with, or just to horse around with somebody if you have a friend down here, or if you meet somebody or whatever. But I'll show you where it started, where the construction started, because I actually took a picture of one of the heavy equipment trucks that I posted up on my Instagram like a number of years ago, that they were in limbo with trying to complete the construction and trying to finalize paperwork and the whole red tape and whatnot. And it's coming up. I didn't bring my external mic. I should have, because the audio is probably going to be like really ass. I love how the Evo, the stock turbo, spools up so quick. It is so peppy. I'm so happy I got this used 2011 Evo. I'm so done with Mazda and the platform. Way too much money to put into a car just to build it, just to reach high horsepower. This is definitely the way to go. I should have looked at an Evo earlier in my life, but it is what it is. And yes, I slowed down because I thought it was a cop. I can't get myself a ticket anyway. I have a CDL license. I make good money where I work up in Connecticut, so I don't want to muff myself over. But right here, by these two green signs, that's where they cut it off. That's where they started working on the highway. And if you take a right, it leads you into Myrtle Beach. If you take a left, you're going away from the ocean, going back to 95. But right here pretty much is where it was dead stop until a few years back when they actually started moving things along and whatnot. And this is where the on-ramp is, where I used to hop on to do my poles and my Speed 3. My little red Speed, my little red rocket. Red rocket, red rocket. I had my buddy throw on the dual turbo smart blow-off valve for me. I enjoy it a lot. It needs a tune. I believe it needs a tune because it has that fluttering sound. I'm sure it's normal, but I'm sure after you tune things, it'll go away, I hope. Because I'm not really a fan of it. I was honestly thinking of putting back the stock blow-offs. I actually brought it with me down here just in case I wanted to toss it back on. But I love to hear the I love that noise. I'm 6 minutes out to the stop that I found. Coming back home to my parents' house like 5 days ago, which was coming back the opposite way. So the picture spot is on the right-hand side. Right now it's 66 degrees out. I can't complain. I think this week should be in the 70s, or maybe next week. So I can't complain. I plan on going back down to Charleston, South Carolina. Great places for car pictures, for pictures in general. It's cobblestone, like roads down there, which I love. It sucks walking on them, but it's gorgeous. So I plan on heading up Charleston, South Carolina next week, or sometime in the future before I leave to go back north. So I want to get some car pictures again down there. I've just been bounding around to the same spots that I took my Mazda Speed 3 and stuff like that, and just doing them with the Evo now. Evo's so much better. I love all-wheel drive. Having fun in the wintertime up there in the north is wicked rad. Plus the car sits so much better in a parking spot. It looks so much better. Just aesthetics and just to look at it, it's way better than a Mazda Speed 3, I think. But I know my friends will tell me to stop and say how much of a liar I am because I love my car, which I did, but I like this. I do miss the hatchback. I miss the room, the trunk space I really do miss. And that's pretty much it. And the gas mileage could be a little bit better, but like my buddy Eric told me, you're not buying an Evo for gas mileage or for the plastic bits and pieces that are in the front seat for the dashboard and stuff. You're buying it for, you know, what you're getting yourself into. So you should stop complaining and just suck it up and deal with it. But this is pretty much what all Route 31 is. Roads like this, flat. See a lot of muscle cars, a lot of Dodge Chargers, a lot of Mustang GTs down here. So I kind of can't wait to build this car up. Can't wait for tax season. See where we go from there. And this is my exit. I know I'm not supposed to be looking at my cell phone as in reading a map, but deal with it. Also, I keep forgetting that my Mazda Speed 3 had 6 gears, and the Evo GSRs only come in 5. So there's been times where I've downshifted, not thinking and forgetting that it's only 5 gears, thinking I had 6. I really, really wish the Evos had 6 gears. And I'm happy to say that I have friends that led me to a GSR instead of an MR. They told me to stay away from the MR and how expensive it is if the engine goes and the motor goes or whatever. So I found myself a GSR. I'm happy. Still wish it was 6 gears though. From what my father tells me, the cops down here do not tolerate drunk driving at all, nor speeders, just people who speed. So that's why I try not to fuck around too much. Because I really, like I said, I really do not need that ticket. But if anything that ever happened to me, if I lost my job, I probably would actually honestly move down south. Get away from the snow and all that. It's very, very expensive in Connecticut. And every companies are moving out, people are moving out. From what Google Maps showed me, there's no like bar that goes across this dead end road, so hopefully there isn't. I don't know how Google, how many times or whatever they update their maps on Google Maps or whatever. I'm sure they update it like once a year, right? Little car comes out and does its thing. I had my AC on. You probably couldn't hear me very well with the AC blowing. Yeah. Oh, they got blocks in the way. No. Oh, would have been a badass. Darn. Well, I guess I could go off-roading. I do have the Evo. It's a rally car. Well, so much for that. It's amazing what you see down here, too, as a lot of white trash. I shouldn't be talking like that, but call it how I see it, right? But, yeah, there's a lot of trailers, trailer parks and trailers and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden you see, like, a fucking, like, Chrysler 300, like, sitting in the driveway, or, like, a Dodge Charger. Or, like, a Mustang or something like that. I see where the priorities lie. Just weird seeing, to me it's really weird seeing I had a high-end car like that, a high-priced car parked in front of like a trailer. But hey, to each his own. I shouldn't knock it, you know. Not everybody can afford nice things and stuff like that, which I understand. might as well go down to the beach, the boardwalk. If anybody knows Myrtle Beach, they got a gigantic Ferris wheel, stuff like that. That's where I walk from pier to pier every day. See, you need a lot of boost to have that noise, I guess. Like at 3,000, 4,000 RPMs, you won't hear it. I might have to twist that dual blow-off valve, because you can turn it from hard to soft and stuff like that. I'm still trying to juggle around and figure stuff out. But once I get back north, I'll have my buddy look at it. Too many cars on the road to go boosting around. But once you hit like over 4,000, 4 grand, and keep climbing like 5 to 6, you'll definitely hear it. But I noticed when you step on the gas pedal, you'll start climbing, stuff like that, you can hear it. And then all of a sudden, like, it'll give you this boost, this certain type of noise where, you know, it just kicks in. The car just kicks in. So I don't know if that's lag or what. I'll be honest, I don't know. I really don't know. I assume it's lag. I could be totally wrong. I could be talking out of my butt. I knew more about my Mazda than I do Evo. Doesn't hurt to learn something new. Well, we're here. We're at my parking spot where I park my car, and I go for my walk between up and down the beach from pier to pier. Get my exercise in. Do this every day. Came down here with 218. I was 218 pounds and stuff like that, and hopefully by the time I go home, I'm a little less. I hope so. Plus, it's too nice to be indoors anyway. If weather was like this up north, I'd be walking every day, I'm sure. Especially if I was at a beach. That's the pier I start at, and I'll show you my daily routine, my daily walk. I'll speed this up so you don't have to go through it real time with me. And there's always these Bible people underneath like these canopies trying to not sell but try to give away free stuff, saying like the truths about Bible, the truth about the Bible, or truths within the Bible. And they won't talk to you unless you talk to them first. So I usually say good day or afternoon and go on my way. Should tell them God was black. I wonder what they say. Wonder what they would say, I should say. But I think I'm in the Bible Belt anyway down here in Myrtle Beach. Or close to it. I got like 45% of the battery. We'll see how far I can get. I should have brought my extra battery. Well, I made my journey, my walk. That's what I do every day. I stopped. I gave a homeless guy that looked like he looked exactly like a homeless Dave Chappelle from his Chappelle show, like the coked out one with when he had like white lips or whatever. That's what the dude looked like. So I just gave him some change and stuff like that. So I might either cut that out or keep that in because I tilted the camera. And I stopped off at the bathrooms. As I showed, half the time the doors are locked, like 2 of them are locked, because there's some homeless guy or whatever, whoever's in there, like shooting up or doing drugs or something, or just sleeping in there to get out of the weather and whatnot and the elements. So yeah, so I made it back. That's my walk. I do that every single day. I usually wake up around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, have my cup of coffee, and I don't know what the hell that's all about in front of me. But yeah, woke up around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, have my 1 cup of coffee, go into my bedroom where I drink it, and play like a couple of hours of God of War. I just bought that game again. I traded it in a long time ago for money, and I bought it again because I just finished Death Stranding for the PlayStation 4. So I got my 100%, and I'm looking for something else to occupy my time. So I'm trying to do God of War right now, try to complete that 100%. Yeah, I'm a completionist. It is what it is. But the graphics are gorgeous. I stick to one game until I complete everything, or try to complete everything, unless it's like super hard for like an achievement and something. So there's so many games that I want to play that I haven't touched yet because I stick to one game. The one game I want to play is from Remedy Software. Remedy. They did Alan Wake, which is awesome for the Xbox 360. Alan Wake was superb. Some game called Control, which I want to play. They did Quantum Break, which was another fun game. But like I said, there's way too many games for me to play that I don't have time. And honestly, the only time I do have time is when I get laid off for the 2 months, which is January and February, and I come down south to visit my parents for 2 months because I can't deliver fertilizer, seed, nor chemical up in Connecticut when it's wintertime to golf courses. So this is pretty much my only time where I can actually play a video game, like for hours on end, and stuff like that. I can up north, but it's only like Saturday, Friday night, Saturday, and part of Sunday, because I wake up early in the morning for work and stuff like that, depending on where I have to drive to. But it's 67 out. I'm gonna go home. I'll take more video and stuff like that later on. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I still want to go down to Charleston, South Carolina for pictures and stuff like that. And this car definitely needs an exhaust. It's way too damn quiet. I'm looking at the ETS version 3 exhaust. The V3 with the dual mufflers. I don't want anything without the muffler. I'm afraid it's gonna sound rad, but too loud where I'm not gonna have a conversation in the car. I won't be able to hear somebody. That's the only problem I have seen with it. But who knows? I can't find too many YouTube videos of the V3 out there with the dual mufflers and or the without the mufflers at all. There's usually V2 videos out there. Even the V2 I wouldn't mind. If I could find one for a good price. Yeah, I can't even talk. And I want to get rid of this aftermarket Synav tablet that came with the car. I don't like it at all. It's too damn slow. It's really, really slow. I'd rather go back to the regular head unit that came with the car, the 1980s radio. I might just upgrade the side nav, the navigation to the newest model, but I gotta save some money. It's like 400, 500 bucks or something. Hopefully it's quicker. I would rather have a factory OEM touchscreen, but I'm really unsure if that's actually gonna work and stuff like that. This road, especially going home to my parents. This road I usually take when I still take now, but when I had the red Speed 3, I would fucking haul ass up and down this road because it's another straight road. It's a lot of fun, but I highly doubt I'm going to be doing that today. But if I hold down the pedal, you hear it build, but then you let off, you don't hear the ka-ch. So I think there's a certain amount of pressure you need to build before you can hear the lovely blow-off valve. But that's just me guessing. I could be totally wrong, you know? But maybe I should, after I park this car and let it sit, maybe I should just twist the blow-off valve just a little bit or something like that. I don't know, I'll figure it out, or most likely my buddies up north will help me out and figure it out and stuff like that. So I think the softer you go, the more flutter you hear, but the harder you go, the less, or is it vice versa? Vice versa. I couldn't tell you, man. I'm brand new to this. You can bust my stones all you want, I guess. And we're crossing over Route 31, where I took earlier this afternoon. You can't see it's on the left and right, but that's 31, Route 31 below me. Right behind my parents' house, I guess you could say, there's a zoo that my father and I went to when I first stopped down here, when I first got laid off. It's a nice zoo. Right now, all right, it just kicked in at $5,000. So is that lag or what? I don't even know. I'm just gonna keep it as lag. Keep saying it's lag. So the car opens up at 5,000 RPM. I wonder if I twist that blow-off valve to a different way, the car will open up a lot earlier than 5,000. But that's fun no matter what. I just can't wait to get it tuned and other stuff, like I said earlier. Exhaust is the most important that I want right now. Maybe I should start a GoFundMe. I wonder how that would work out. Probably get a few pennies here and there. Yeah, so GoFundMe page for car parts. That makes a lot of sense. I'm not dying of any disease or anything, but please help me build my stock Evo 2011 GSR. Please GoFundMe or something. Yes, the car is stock minus the ETS intake and the dual blow-off valve. Got the car with 23,919 miles on it, and it's at 29,935 because I drove it from Connecticut to Myrtle Beach. And I don't know why we're stopping, because there's barrels in the way. They're redoing that whole parking lot anyway. It's to the right of me. There's a boat ramp. Alright, up here on the left, you get to see all the cookie cutter houses. Pretty much everything's the same. Everything's the same, minus a few little tweaks and stuff like that, like pillars and some other stuff. But most of, I think all the insides are pretty much the same layout. This used to be an old golf course, I've been told, until it got shut down or ran out of business or whatever. But there's ponds in back of these houses that in the summertime you get to see all the wildlife. You do now. You get to see the egrets. You get to see the alligators. My father keeps telling me. But yeah, all these houses are the same. Think of it, if anybody's seen Edward Scissorhands and they show that top view. I think it's a top view shot. That's what the houses look like. Minus the pastel colors. I think it's a pastel color shot. But I think I'm just going to end this here. And hopefully I'll start recording some more stuff later on. I still want to go to Charlotte. I'll record that and see where that takes me. And yeah, someone please start a GoFundMe page for me, please. That'd be wicked rad if donations came flying in to build this car up. I honestly just wanted the car to be a show car. I honestly kind of don't care less about horsepower and speed, but everybody's different. So up here on the left is my parents' house, so I'll let you guys go. Thank you.